So apparently we might have had a little bit of a technical difficulty there. But I think let's double check that we're live here. Should be live. So they gave an error on that play. Scored by a little reach base on that error by the baseman. So Frankovich is at the plate, 0-2 the count. He strikes out. Settle in the inning after the error. No damage done. Okay. Welcome back here to Lehigh Baseball Broadcast here in South Bethlehem. We're going into the top of the third inning. Navy midshipmen leading 1-0 after the home run by Ceccarelli in the first inning. Not much damage otherwise. Everyone else has gone up and down here from Mulvihill. Ty DePerno next to hit on this windy day. First pitch from Mulvihill just outside. Second pitch is in for a strike, 1-1 the count. DePerno's hitting just 198. This pitch is outside. 2-1 the count. That pitch just catches the corner. Now it's 2-2. Two pitch. Fouls it back. We'll try it again. And he gets him this time. Strikes him out. Starts off the third inning with a K. Rounding up the lineup now is Tyler Kripe for the midshipman here in this third inning. He hits a single to right field, right over the head of the second baseman. So now we'll turn it back over to Loudon at the top of the lineup.
Number 31, John Loudon.
First pitch to Loudon from the lefty is a strike. Louisville now needs to check the runner over at first before getting these throws in. Throws it over here just to check him. Not much of an attempt. It's the first time Louisville's had a runner on board while throwing. He gets the second strike here to the count. The lone hit he gave up before was just a home run. Go 2 pitches outside. Loudon lays off. Here's the pitch. This one's popped up right to second base. Cochran gets under it and takes care of it for the second out of the inning. So now it's 2 outs here as Mason Ceccarelli comes back to the plate. Hit the home run earlier in this game. Reason why the score is currently 1-0. This one's outside to Ceccarelli. 1-1 the count. That was Mason Ceccarelli's only at bat and only hit of the season, and it was a home run. So his numbers are pretty good right now. As this pitch falls in for a strike. One, two. Louisville did not like the lead. The Cripe was taken, so we threw it over. So he comes set here. 1-2 pitch. This one's roped to center field for playable for Patrizzi, and that'll end the inning. So now we'll move into the bottom of the third inning. Lehigh Mountain Hawks trailing 1-0. Welcome back here to J. David Walker Field
Now
in South
batting for
Bethlehem.
the Mountain Hawks, number 4, Silvio
As
Giardina.
Sylvia Giardina will go to the plate for the Mountain Hawks. Mountain Hawks have been scoreless for about 17 innings now. So hopefully we can break that streak. Still hitless here in this game as well. Vipers has navigated this lineup pretty well as we get to the last batter before we turn it back over to the top for Patrizzi. Giardina hits a high fly ball to center field. And Loudon not able to get there. So we'll just fall in for a single for the first hit of the game for the Mountain Hawks. It's now leadoff single as Patrizzi comes to the plate.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 2, Dom Patrizzi.
Lehigh women's basketball team currently in the second quarter against Holy Cross, trailing 22-32 in the Patriot League Championship game. This first pitch here to Patrizzi's in for a strike. Lehigh dugout didn't love that. 0-1 the count. This one just misses, 1-1. Last time up, Patrizzi lined out to the third baseman. This pitch is in for a strike. Third baseman Walsh is playing very far up on the grass. Maybe they were worried about a bunt before. Now he moves back. We're at 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch from Vipers now. This one's inside. Vipers get set. Here's the pitch. And that one's down, so the count will go full. Still no outs. Runner on first. It's Giardina. Treasy fouls this one off. So the count will stay full. Three-two pitch. Off-speed pitch. Fouls it off once again. Treasy's looking to stay alive. Seven pitch at bat now. Treasy gets another 3-2 pitch. This one he smokes to deep left field. It's gone if it's fair, and it is gone. Home run for Don Patrizzi. And Lehigh Mountain Hawks will take the lead 2-1. That was a very high fly ball to left field. Wasn't sure if it was fair, wasn't sure if it was had enough, but it did. Patrizzi knocks one out. 2-run home run by Don Patrizzi. Lehigh Mountain Hawks take the lead. Still no outs here.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 15, Raphael Rogers.
Wasn't much of a reaction from the crowd on that one until they realized it was gone. I think people couldn't tell off the bat. The wind might have carried it too. Here comes Raphael Rogers to the plate. That one's in for a strike. Rogers misses the second one. 0-2 in a hole early. This one's low. Rogers lays off. Rogers struck out in the first the last time he was up. With his white and red bat. 1-2 pitch. This one's hit hard down the first baseline, but it will go foul. Count stays 1-2. Vipers, 1-2 pitch. Fouls this one off again. Lehigh Mountain Hawks have been working some pitches here. Seen some deep counts here in the third inning. Fourth inning. No, third inning. I was right the first time. 34 pitches for Vipers without recording it out yet. And there goes Rogers. Strikes out again. For the first out of the third inning.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 1, Aiden Quinn.
Aiden Quinn back up to the plate for the Mountain Hawks. He walked his last time up. Swing and miss on the first pitch. Grounds this one to the first baseman. Flips it to Vipers, and he will be out at first. Scared fielded it clean. Has now
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 3,
Ryan
Ryan
Cochran will come back to the plate for the Mountain Hawks. First pitch from Vipers. Just outside. This one's in for a strike. 1-1 the count. Hoping we might get a little bit of sun later today. Steady cloud cover everywhere right now. Pitch from Vipers. Just barely fouls this one off. This pitch is inside. Low and inside. 2-2 now. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. And Cochran strikes out. So that will end the third inning here in South Bethlehem. Lehigh did take the lead, however. Current score 2-1. We'll be back in just a minute with the fourth inning.
midshipman number 17, Victor Izquierdo.
Welcome to the fourth inning here. Back at J. David Walker Field as Victor Izquierdo takes the plate to face Mulvihill. Mulvihill's first pitch to Izquierdo just a little low. Low once again, 2-0. To a pitch. This one's lined to straightaway center field, but Patrizzi's able to get under it for the first out of the inning. So Andrew Manning will come up. He struck out last time.
Now batting for the midshipman number 3, Andrew Manning.
First pitch to Manning is up and in. So the women's basketball team currently playing in the Patriot League Championship. It is halftime right now. Current score is 32, Holy Cross leading 27, the Mountain Hawks. So just a 5-point lead at halftime. It's Mulvihill's second ball comes in, so 2-0. Insurmountable for the women's basketball team to take the Patriot League title, which would send our second team to the March Madness tournament. As Mulvihill gets Manning to swing and miss on a high fastball. 2-1, one out here. This one's straight up the middle for a strike. Manning watches it go. 2-2 the count. Pitch. This one's outside. Pitch. This one right back at Mulvihill, able to field it and get it over to first base for the out. Got his glove on it, knocked it down, was able to throw it over. Crawford. Because now Chris Klug will take the plate. He's the left fielder. He struck out his last time. As Mulvihill looks to work through the fourth. First pitch just outside. Gets him to swing and miss on that one. Nice pitch. 1-1 the count to Klug. 1 pitch. Swing and miss again. Oh, this one just missed. That's in for a ball. A couple of Lehigh fielders started to walk. 2-2 the count. 2 outs here. Mulville. That one's good. Strikes him out. So a quick 1-2-3 inning from Mobile, and now we'll move to the bottom of the fourth. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks currently leading over the Navy Midshipmen 2-1. Be right back. Welcome to the bottom of the fourth inning as Owen Willwander takes the plate for the Lehigh Mountain Hawks on this once again cold Sunday afternoon. Willwander tried to bunt his last time up. Vipers was able to take care of him as the count goes to 1-1. I think baseball shouldn't be allowed to play when it's cold. It's ridiculous. So Willwander now hits it to Kripe, and Kripe is able to take care of him. Good scoop from Izquierdo at first. Grounder to shortstop, and Willwander is retired.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 6, Tristan Crawford.
So here comes the first baseman, Tristan Crawford, for the Mountain Hawks. First pitch to Crawford in for a strike. As the wind starts to gust. Swings and misses at the second one. So now he's in a bit of a hole here. As Vipers looks to navigate through the fourth. Vipers up to 49 pitches now in this March game. One. Here's the pitch. This one bounces before the plate. This count moves to 2-2. Check on the umpire real quick. Not quite sure what happened there. Two pitch. That one's good. Crawford strikes out again. Here comes Robbie Carvelli to the plate.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 18, Robbie Carvelli.
Last time Carvelli was up, he reached base on an error by the shortstop. Throwing air. He fouls the first pitch back over the press box. Pitch from Vipers. This one's outside. Carvalho lays off. This game here, Lehigh looks to take the lead over Navy for the season. As Vipers misses again. Carvalho able to work the count here with 2 outs. 2-1. That one's good. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one's low. This count moves full. Pitch from Vipers. And he strikes out. So that'll end the inning. Both pitchers able to work clean 4th innings. And we'll move to the 5th. Current score 2-1. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks leading. We'll be back in a minute. Mulville takes the mound here in the 5th inning.
Now batting for midshipman number 30, Patrick Walsh.
As Patrick Walsh takes the plate. First pitch just high. Looks pretty good. 1-0 pitch from Mulville. Swing and a miss. On the off speed. Another off speed pitch, just misses this time. Two one pitch. This one's good. Count goes to 2-2. Evens up. Walsh did not agree with the call by the umpire there. And he brings him out. Down the middle there.
midshipman number 45, Will Howard.
It's his 5th strikeout of the game. This one's hit to Giordano, and that'll be a quick 6-3. So after the home run early, Mobille's really settled in here.
20, Ty DePerno.
Currently with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Ty DePerno comes up to the plate. He struck out his last time in the 3rd. First pitch is just high. 1-0 pitch. This one's popped up just behind the press box here. That's a second strike into the DePerno. He watches it go by. 1-2 the count. 2 outs here. It's a 1-2 pitch from Mobile. Check swing. Does not go, says the first base umpire. "48th pitch of the day from Mobile. This one's softly hit to Cochran. Runs up and makes the play. Another clean inning there from Mobile as we move to the bottom of the 5th. Lehigh still leading 2-1. We'll be back in just a minute. We are on the bottom of the fifth. Had an issue for a minute there, but we're back. Frankovich led off the inning, was hit by a pitch. So now Jardina's up. He lays a bunt up the third base line, and it is beautiful. Perfect bunt. Jardina gets on base, advances the runner. Perfect bunt. So now we have runners on first and third, no outs. That's after Frankovich got to second on a wild pitch. So Patrizzi comes up with no outs in the bottom of the fifth inning. His last time up, he had a 2-run home run that gave Mountain Hawks the lead earlier this game. So now there's a pitch clock violation to start off the at bat. So the count's 1-0. One out to Patrizzi. No outs here. Runners first and third. Patrizzi lays his bunt down up the first base line, and it is foul. Yeah, looking to play some small ball to expand the lead here. Two batters bunting in a row. Vipers with his 68th pitch of the day. 1-1 pitch to Patrizzi. Squares again. He pulls it back, but the umpire calls it a strike. Somehow. It's pretty outside. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Patrizzi. This one's low. 2-2 to the count. Vipers. Get set. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled up just past the third base coach. Vipers now past 70 pitches here in March. Still no outs. Runners on first and third. 2-2 pitch. This one's hit up the third baseline. Just foul. Ooh. That was very close. Almost looked good from this angle. As Lehigh looks to add on more. Still 2-2. This one's grounded to the third baseman. Goes to one for the out. He gets the out. So the run scores. Gracie does his job, advances the runner to second too.
Now batting for the Hawks, number 15, Raphael Rogers.
So now Raphael Rogers comes up to the plate for the Mountain Hawks. Still a runner on second. Navy will have a quick conversation at the mound. Thought for a second Patrizzi's night might be over. Or sorry, Vipers' night might be over. Just having a conversation here. Doesn't look like anyone's warming in the pen right now. Not from my angle. So here's Rafael Rogers to the plate. Vipers pitching. Swing and a miss. The second pitch is in for a strike. Jardine is bouncing around by second base. Vipers keep staring at him. Doesn't seem to be distracting him. 0-2 the count. This one's hit foul, just past the third base coach once again. Rogers struck out twice today. Single should be able to score. Jardina. This one bounces in front of the catcher. Howard popped up, make sure Jardina wasn't running. It's now 1-2. Is the count with one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Lehigh looking to add on more. Already got one. This one's hit hard, but foul. Count stays 1-2 for Rafael Rogers. Pitch from Vipers. This one's down. It gets past the catcher. So Jardina is able to move over to third. Another wild pitch. Second of the inning for Vipers. Have to imagine they're starting to get someone warm, as Vipers is now over 80 pitches. Infield's in for the midshipman, looking to prevent this run. 2-2 pitch to Rogers. This one's low. Count goes full. Now you start to hear it from the Lehigh dugout. It's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So that's Rogers' third strikeout of the day. And we will have a pitching change here. It's number 36. Spencer Stevens is now coming in for the midshipman. We'll be back in just a minute after he warms up.
batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 1, Aiden Quinn.
So Aiden Quinn comes to the plate for the Mountain Hawks to face Spencer Stevens, the lefty, for the midshipman. First pitch from Stevens outside. So 2 outs, runner on third. That pitch is way low from Stevens. Smile on his face. Stevens does not have any stats this season for the midshipmans. Might be his first action in game. And that pitch is in for a strike. Midshipman bullpen. Both bullpens might be pretty exhausted at this point in the series. So the third pitch is outside. Count goes 3-1. Looks like they're not really pitching to him. These pitches have been outside, on the outside side of the plate. Sets up outside once again. Here's the pitch. Calls a strike for some reason. Quinn was throwing the bat. Already thought he walked. So the count goes full. Mountain Hawks have had a few gripes with this umpire so far this game. It's now full count. Need to protect. Here's the pitch. That one's in for strike 3. So now we'll move to the 6th inning. Mountain Hawks were able to add on another run. Current score 3-1. We're back here in South Bethlehem at the J. David Walker Field. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks are leading 3-1 over the Navy midshipmen. Mulvihill remains on the mound for the 6th inning as Tyler Kripe is up. Mulvihill here on his second time through the lineup before he faces Loudon for the 3rd time. Kripe last time up singled right over the second baseman into the outfield. He fouls it off his feet. Hey, just double check on Will Wander, make sure he's all right. Looks like we're good. Mulvihill's only at 55 pitches here through 5 innings of work. He's done pretty well for himself. Navy's been also very aggressive, not working much of these counts. Pitch, this one's way outside. 2-2. Shortstop Tyler Cripe. 2-2 pitch. Just inside. Mulvihill wanted that one. So now the count will go full. 2. This one's fells it into his leg. We'll try a 3-2 pitch again. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled off. Over the pitch and dug out. Cripe really working the count here. Mulvihill's 60th pitch of the day. Comes in. This one is shot to right center field. Carvelli's able to get under it and take care of it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the midshipman, number 31, John Loudon.
So Loudon comes up for the third time today. He's 0 for 2. Ground out and a pop out, both to the second baseman. Cochran's got to be focused for this one. Loudon seems to like hitting it to him. Here's the first pitch from him. Just outside. Fire squeezing him a bit. That one's in for a strike. 1 pitch. That one's low. Two one. That's in for a strike. Mulville's been doing a pretty good job of throwing these off-speed pitches in for strikes, keeping the Navy batters on their toes. Can't get too comfortable. He fouls this one back. Loudon does. Count stays 2-2. With one out here in the top of the 6th. Just the pitch. Swing and a miss at that one. Looks like he decided he was going to swing last minute. Didn't give a full effort for it, and that's a strikeout. So now Mason Ceccarelli, the right fielder, comes up.
Number 11, Mason Ceccarelli.
He's responsible for the lone run the midshipmen have thus far today with the home run in the first inning. First pitch outside to Ceccarelli. Second pitch is in for a strike. Looks like a slider, sweeper type pitch. He keeps using for these strikes. That's a fastball hit right back to the screen. Almost right over my head. 1-2 the count. Pitch from Mulville. On outside. Hit sharply up the first base line, just fair. Crawford will take it himself, and they'll get through the inning. Good work by Mulvihill. After the run in the first, he pitched 5 scoreless innings. Looks like that'll be the end of his day. He's getting some high fives. So we'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Be back in just a moment. We're back here at J. David Walker Field. Spencer Stevens remains on the mound for the midshipmen
Now batting for the
after half an inning of relief. So Ryan Cochran will now up to the plate. He has 2 strikeouts on the day. So that's the first pitch from the lefty. First pitch is second pitch. It's down. 6th here. That pitch is in for a strike. 2 on the count. Yeah, looking to add on to their lead after they got 6 excellent innings out of Mulvihill. Only 2 hits for the midshipmen. 1 run off the home run earlier in the game. Ceccarelli. So now the count goes full to Cochran. Swing and a miss. It sets the 3rd strikeout of the day for Cochran. As Whale Wander now comes to the plate.
Babcock's number 5, Owen Wellwander.
Whale Wander's grounded out twice. It's middle of the lineup for the Mountain Hawks. Had a little bit of trouble. Able to lay off the first one. Oh, very late appeal. And they're saying he swung. That was bad. Swings and misses at the second one. So now he's down in the hole 0-2 after frustrating decisions for the Mountain Hawks. Dugouts letting the umpires hear it. So now here's the 0-2 pitch from Stevens. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. Inside. So now the count goes full. Here's the pitch. Grounded sharply up the third baseline, foul. A lot of grounders up the third baseline for the Mountain Hawks today. Count stays full. Mind 2-2. Umpire is changing his mind halfway through the at bat. That one's outside, so the count is full now, despite the umpire saying it was full before. Two pitch. And he rings him up. So that's 4 strikeouts in a row for the Lehigh Mountain Hawks.
Number 6, Tristan.
And Crawford comes up, who's also struck out his last 2 times up. 12 strikeouts for Lehigh hitting. Twelve strikeouts and just 5 outs in play. So Mountain Hawks are having a hard time hitting these midshipman pitchers. The pitch to Crawford. Crawford lines it to left center field, and that will get down. He's around at first. Collects it and throws it to second base, and he is in for a double. Two-out double here for Tristan Crawford, as Lehigh looks to cause some damage here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Number 18, Robbie Carvelli.
So here comes Robbie Carvelli, the right fielder for the Mountain Hawks. He reached in the 1st inning on an error, struck out in the 4th. Here he comes in the 6th with 2 outs. And up with 2 outs a couple times now. This pitch is just outside from Stevens. Stevens is now over 20 pitches in relief. As the second pitch is in the dirt, so now the count goes to 2-0. So wind really starts to pick up here. That pitch is outside. So now the count's 3-0. Hitters count. The wind really picks up. Jeez. Cold. That pitch is in for a strike. 3-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on second. This one's hit up the middle. No issue for DiPiero. He's able to take care of it and get Carvelli out. So now we'll move to the 7th inning, and we will likely get a relief pitcher in for Lehigh. We'll be back in just a minute. So Mulville's back out here to pitch the 7th against the midshipman.
Now batting for the midshipman, number 17, Victor Izquierdo.
As Victor Izquierdo comes back up to the plate. He's got 2 hard hit balls to the outfield, both outs. Then Smallville, who's pitched excellent today. He's retired 11 in a row now. Whereas that pitch is just inside. Mulville wanted it. 2-0. Scaredo's been on him. Giving up just 2 hits. That one's in for a strike. 2-1 the count. There's some action in the bullpen for the Mountain Hawks. That one's outside for Mulville. Three one. Here's the pitch. That one's in. Off speed. Collects another strike. So now the count goes full. Just past 70 pitches. This one's grounded to second baseman and is just past his glove. Couldn't reach it diving. And that will be a single for Victor Izquierdo here in the lead off the 7th inning.
Now batting for the midshipman, number 3, Andrew Manning.
First base runner, midshipman since the 3rd inning. First pitch to Manning. He's in for a strike. Mulville. Andrew Manning struck out and grounded out. Right back to Mulville earlier this game. Pitched in for another strike. 0-2. Pitcher's count. Oh, 2 pitch. Foul ball. Louisville's over 80. My paper's blown around. This one's popped up. Should be playable for Quinn. He's under it. So now Chris Klug will come to the plate for the midshipman, their left fielder. Struck out both times. He was up before.
Midshipman, number 14, Chris Klug.
So now, quick meeting at the mound. Looks like that'll be the end of the day for Millville. He pitched excellent, collecting 6 strikeouts through 6 1/3 of work. One run, a solo home run in the first. So we'll be back in just a moment. Now into pitch for Lehigh Mountain Hawks is number 40, Cole Kohanowitz. It's the righty here in this situation. Have his season stats in just a moment. First pitch from Kohanowitz is grounded foul by Klug. Oh, one pitch from Kohanowitz. This one's grounded to the shortstop. Take it to himself, second himself, and get it to first for the double play. Great work by Lehigh Mountain Hawks. Get out of the inning after the leadoff single. So now we will move to the bottom of the 7th. Lehigh still leading 3-1. Welcome back here, South Bethlehem, as Jack Frankovic will lead off for the Mountain Hawks. He started the rally in the 5th inning. Hit by pitch. As Stevens gets in there. 2-0 count. Stevens has a 1.59 ERA on the year. As that pitch is in for a strike, move the count to 1-1. 2-1 count. I'll tip. So now it's 2-2. Patriot League title game for women's basketball just is about to conclude right now. And it looks like Lehigh's women's team is not going to be punching their ticket to March Madness this year as they fall to Holy Cross. So 11 seconds left. Current score is 77-68. So it looks like Holy Cross is able to hold on, secure the win at home, punch their ticket to the Women's March Madness tournament. As Frankovic strikes out here. Silvio Giardina, the Mount Hawks.
Now batting Mount Hawks for Silvio Giardina.
Giardina singled twice. Once on the bunt. He scored in the 3rd inning on the 2-run home run by Patrizzi. Second pitch is in for a strike to make the count 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch was very low. Goes to 2-0. It's the pitch from Stevens. This one's roped down the left field line, and that will be fair. Giardina is looking to run for second, and he's just going to hold. So a hard hit single up the left field line. And Giardina will get his 3rd single of the day. Excellent work from the 9-hole hitter. As now Dom Patrizzi comes back up for the 4th time today. He's responsible for all 3 runs by the Mountain Hawks. 3 RBIs today, 2 on the home run, and 1 from a ground out. First pitch to Patrizzi. That one's low. Second pitch to Patrizzi, swing and a miss. Count sits at 1-1. One out here and runner on first. Third pitch. That one's inside, lays off. Stevens not throwing a lot of strikes here. It's below 50% strike rate. Two one pitch. One just catches the inside corner. According to the home plate umpire. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. That one's outside. Count goes full. Runner goes, and it will be ball 4. What? Okay. First base umpire on a check swing says he swung, even though he didn't. So Patrizzi is rung up on another very questionable decision by the first base umpire, as I'm sure you can hear the displeasure from the fans in the dugout as third base coach went let the umpire hear it for a bit. So that's another strikeout by this first base umpire making questionable decisions. So we'll go down as a steal for Jardina as he gets over to first, as it's apparently not ball 4. So now there's 2 outs as Rafael Rogers comes up. He's struck out 3 times today. So I don't know what this first base umpire is seeing, because I don't even think he swung, but they're saying he did. I don't even think he tried. But here we are, 2 outs, runner on second. Need a hit from Rogers here to score. That pitch is inside. So now the count's 2-0. Like I said, Stevens has had some trouble throwing strikes here today. Here's the pitch. That one's in for a strike. Two-one pitch to Rogers. This one is hit softly to the third baseman. Collects it and throws it over to first. And, he's apparently held on to it. Once again, this first base umpire does not know what's going on. Anyways, we will move on to the 8th inning. Lehigh Mountain Hawks still leading 3-1. So Kokonowitz stays in after cleaning up the inning,
Number 30, Patrick Walsh.
as Patrick Walsh will come to the plate for the midshipman. He's been up twice. He's grounded out and he's struck out. First pitch by Kokonowitz is in for a strike. Kokonowitz. This one's fouled back. 0-2 the count. Pitch is outside. This one's low and in. So now Kohanowitz is at a two count to Walsh. As the wind continues to blow my papers around. This one is skied high to left center field. A little bit of confusion. Looks like they were able to bring it in. There's some confusion of whether or not they caught it or not. Saying it was a catch. Navy didn't agree for a bit. They will call it a catch in the end.
Now batting for the midshipman, number 45, Will Howard.
So now the catcher, Will Howard, will come up. He's popped out to first base, and he grounded out to the shortstop in his 2 at-bats of the day. 1-0, once again, a little upset with the first base umpire. That's another check swing appeal, doesn't go the Mountain Hawks' way. Second pitch, hit hard to third base. Quinn is able to bring it in and get it over to first. Nice play by Quinn for the second out of the inning here in the 8th. DePerno will come up for the midshipman. He's been up twice. He's grounded out to the second baseman and struck out. As well before the plate. One out count, 2 outs here. Just fouled off. 1-1. This ball's in the dirt as well, so now the count is 2-1. Two-one pitch by Conowitz is low once again. 3-1, hitters count. Two outs. Here's the pitch. That one's hit hard right through the hole between the shortstop and the third baseman. So that will be a single for DePerno. Tyler Kripe will come up.
Now batting number 19, Tyler.
He singled in the first. His first time up, third inning. Flew out to right field in the 6th inning. Now here he stands in the 8th. 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch to Cripe. That one's hit to the second baseman. Taken up and collected the out at first. Nice play by Cochran. Now we will move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Lehigh Mountain Hawks still leading 3-1, looking to add on before we get into the 9th inning. Be right back. Aiden Quinn leads off the 8th inning here for the Mountain Hawks. Still facing Spencer Stevens. First pitch to Quinn, bunted perfectly up the third baseline. He's trying to dig it out. Stevens throw the first is not in time. It gets past. Almost able to take a turn for second, but he will stay. So another perfect bunt. Able to get Quinn on base. So now here comes Ryan Cochran.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number 3, Ryan Cochran.
As Stevens throw over to first base was not in time. Scared out, could not scoop it either. He'll throw it over to Cochran just to check him. So here's the first pitch. Stevens doesn't like the lead from Quinn. It's another bunt up the third baseline. Another perfect bunt. This time the third baseman had a better beat on it. So he will be out, but advances the runner. Did his job. So after 3 strikeouts on the day, Cochran able to get it in play and move the runner. So 1 out runner on second. Here comes Whale Winder to the plate.
Now batting for the Mountain Hawks, number
Whale Winder
5,
struck out his last time up.
Wander.
2 ground outs otherwise. One out. Here's the pitch. This one's hit sharply down the right field line, and it is just barely foul. Just barely foul. Would have scored a run if it landed fair. Fortunately, not on the right side of the chalk out there. So now 0-1 will be the count to Whale Wander. Catcher for the Mountain Hawks. Stevens. This one's outside. Score still 3-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Another throw by Stevens is outside. 2-1. The count to well under. Lehigh dugout letting him hear it. This one's well inside. Almost hit him. It's now 3-1. If you ask the first base umpire, he might have said it hit him. Here's the pitch. That one's outside for ball 4. Official. Looks like Navy will be making pitching change. So we'll be right back after he's finished warming up. So now the freshman Jackson Clark is into pitch for the Navy midshipman. With Tristan Crawford coming to the plate. Here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 out, 2 runners on. Last time Crawford was up, he doubled with 2 outs in the 6th inning. His first 2 times up was strikeouts. So now Crawford's here against the freshman Clark. Clark's first pitch. Over his head, almost hit him. This pitch from Clark. This one's low and outside. Having a tough time finding the zone. 2-0 pitch from Clark. This one's hit high to center field. Loudon is under it and is able to take care of it. So now here comes Robbie Carvelli. He reached first on an error, struck out, and he grounded out. No hits yet today for Carvelli. 6 total for the Mountain Hawks. Welkin a single in this inning, currently leave runner on first and second. As Carvelli comes up with 2 outs, looking to drive him in. First pitch to Carvelli, swings and a miss. Another swing and a miss for Carvelli. 0-2 the count. 2 outs in the 8th inning, 2 runners on. Pitch from the freshman looking to get out of this jam. Strike 3, struck him out. 3 straight pitches. And that'll be the end of the 8th inning. So we'll move to the top of the ninth. Lehigh Mountain Hawks looking to finish off this win, 3-1. Current score over the Navy Midshipmen. We'll be right back. So here we are, top of the ninth inning. Cole Kahanowitz in here to finish it off. We got pinch hitting for Loudon is Tyler Bouchard. The midshipmen look to get some different guys in the game. Loudon was over 3 today, so we're seeing if we get some pop off the bench from Bouchard. He's in a hole early, 0-2. As Kahanowitz looks to finish out this game. 3-inning save. And he strikes him out. 3 straight pitches, all it took. Now we have 1 out here in the 9th inning. As the Mountain Hawks look to get this series win over the midshipmen. Scored just 6 runs in the series. But it looks like it might be enough to get 2 wins. Navy scored less, just 4. I guess 5, actually. 3-1, 3-1, 3-0. First pitch was a ball. Ceccarelli hits it to Crawford at first, and he takes himself. So now we have 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Last hope for the midshipmen will be Victor Izquierdo, the first baseman.
Now batting for the midshipman, number 17, Victor Izquierdo.
2 outs, 1 left to go. First pitch, swing and a miss. 2 pitches away from the series win over the midshipmen. One pitch, low. The 1-1 to Iscardo. Swing and a miss. One strike away from improving to 2-1 in Patriot League play. 2-1 on the weekend. That one's outside. The pitch. That one's up and in. Count goes full. Payoff. That one is hit hard to left center field, and it is off the wall. Looking for second is Iscardo. Hard throw gets in, and that is a double for Iscardo as the midshipmen stay alive. So now the tying run comes to the plate. Andrew Manning, their designated hitter, he's struck out, grounded out, and popped out today.
Now batting for the midshipman, number 3, Andrew Manning.
So Manning represents the tying run. Don't need to be worried about the runner at second right now. Just focus on the batter. First pitch from Conowitz. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1. This one's low. Well wandered, able to block it. Now they'll go out and talk to Conowitz, just calm him down a bit. Tense situation in this cold March game. The top of the 9th. Runner on second, 2 outs for the midshipmen. As the meeting at the mound breaks up. Lehigh hasn't won the Patriot League since 2015. Before that, 2006. And now they look to improve to 2-1 to start off this 2026 campaign. It's a ball from Kohanowitz, 2-1, the count. That one's inside. So there seems to be confusion on what the count was. They're saying he got hit by the pitch. The umpires are discussing it. I don't believe there was a hit by the pitch. So they didn't call a hit by pitch, despite Navy very aggressively thinking there was one. Navy managers arguing the call with the umpires still. And this game in March, where it's cold and people are done. So now here's the pitch from Kohanowitz. So now the third base coach is yelling at the umpires again. That should be a strike, no? Oh, they're okay. So there's some peculiar stuff going on between these umpires and these Navy players. But it looks like we're gonna continue. 3-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner on second. Honowitz stretches, and here's the pitch. That one's in for a strike. So now the count's full. Top of the ninth inning. 2 outs. Runner on second. Tying run at the plate. Current score 3-1. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks leading. 3-2 pitch from Kahanowitz. Set, stretches, throws. And that one is hit straightaway center field, and it is caught. So that will be the end of the game. Lehigh Mountain Hawks able to hold on and complete the win, despite a little bit of a rally here in the ninth inning
That's the end
from the Navy midshipmen. So Lehigh wins it 3-1 over the Navy midshipmen after a great performance from Dom Patrizi. Hit a home run earlier in the third to take the lead. Some excellent pitching from the Mountain Hawks between both Mulvihill and Kahanowitz. Lehigh will be back next time to play Holy Cross, and we will be back again soon to bring you another broadcast. I believe the next one will likely be baseball or softball. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Another win for the Lehigh Mountain Hawks baseball as they advance to 2-1 in conference play. I'll see you later.